Namaste, dear children. Welcome to class 4 Social Studies. In the previous class, I have started the chapter Soils of India. In that, I have discussed three kinds of soil: alluvial soil, black soil, and red soil. And in today's class, I will discuss the other three kinds of soils. Fourth kind, mountain soil. And before going to the fourth soil, mountain soil, the three kinds of soil which we have read in the previous class, alluvial soil, black soil, and red soil, we can look at in the India's map in this page number 56. Page number, what we can see here is alluvial soil, black soil, and red soil. These three we have read in the previous video or class. Alluvial soil, see, this is the color of alluvial soil. Where it is, see, this part and this part and this part of India and this part and some parts of eastern coastal region has which kind of soil? Alluvial soil. This is the color and this is the part. These are the parts of India which have alluvial soil. See, this kind is because in the northern India, where Himalayan rivers are flowing, their alluvial soil deposit is more. See, consider this area. This whole area is covered alluvial soil by Himalayan rivers. This part too, and here too. And in the eastern coastal region, some of the rivers, they make delta. So here is alluvial soil we can find in the eastern coastal region too. This is all about alluvial soil. And next, black soil. See, this is the color of black soil, and this is the area, and here and here too. Not the whole part, this part. It contains black soil. Next soil is red soil. Red soil is in similar red color. See, these are the parts. These part of India have red soil. These are the three kinds of soil. And the fourth kind, star fact. Red soil is red in color due to the presence of iron in it. Iron color is red color, so when iron is present in the soil, it became red soil. Fourth point, mountain soil. Fourth kind of soil is mountain soil. In the mountains, the soil is very coarse. What is coarse? What is meant by coarse? COARSE, coarse. See here the meaning of coarse. adjective, it is having a rough structure. Rough, ಗಟ್ಟಿ ಅಥವಾ ಒರಟು. In the mountains the soil is very coarse. In mountains what kind of soil we can find? Coarse kind of soil. This is coarse. In the mountains the soil is coarse, very coarse. It contains gravel and pieces of stones. What is it? Gravel. Here gravel word, noun. It is a loose mixture of small stones and coarse sand used for paths and roads is called gravel. A loose mixture of small stones and coarse sand used for paths and roads is called gravel. So here mountain soil contains gravel and pieces of stones. This soil is suitable for orchards. Mountain soil is suitable for orchards where fruits are grown. Orchards means the place or the ground or the land where fruits can be grown. That is called orchard. See, in page number 57 of your textbook they have given the meaning of the orchard. A place where a particular fruit is grown is called orchard. This is all about mountain soil. And let us look at the India map where mountain soil is present. See, mountain soil is this color, and Sikkim part, some part of Arunachal Pradesh, and here Jammu Kashmir, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh states are having this kind of soil, that is mountain soil. Mountain soil can be seen in these parts of India. And the fifth kind of soil, which is the fifth kind of soil? Desert soil. Fifth one is desert soil. The soil in the desert areas of Rajasthan is sandy, maralu. It is good for growing crops like wheat, gram, dates. Wheat, ಗೋಧಿ, gram, some ಕಾಳುಗಳು, dates, ಖರ್ಜೂರ. These kind of crops can be grown in the desert soil. It is sandy, ಮರಳು. And where we can find this desert soil? Let us see in the India map. Desert soil. See, here is desert soil. It is yellow in color, and the only part in India where we can find desert soil is this part. Major part of Rajasthan, some parts of Gujarat, and some parts of Haryana. These are the place where desert soil we can find. This is the fifth kind of soil, desert soil. And the last kind of soil is laterite soil. Laterite soil. The laterite soil develops in areas with the high temperature and heavy rainfall. High temperature, heavy rainfall, ಭಾಳ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಮಳೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. There the soil is laterite soil. This is A result of leaching due to heavy rain. Heavy rain, leaching. What is meant by leaching? What is leach? See, leach, verb of a soluble substance drain away from soil or other material by the action of water passing through it. Drain away from soil or other material by the action of water passing through it. That is called leaching of a soluble substance. This is a result of leaching due to heavy rain. Humus content of the soil is low. What is humus content? Humus content of the soil is low. What is meant by humus content? Humus. Humus means it is a noun. A substance found in soil formed from dead or dying leaves and other plant material is called humus. Gobbara we can say, or a substance found in soil formed from dead or dying leaves, that is called humus. That kind of soil it is. Humus content of the soil is low in laterite soil where dead animals dying leaves becomes, that is called humus content. That content is very low in laterite soil. Laterite soils are made suitable for cultivation by adding large quantities of manures and fertilizers. Manures and fertilizers. What is a manure? manure. Manure. What it means? Manure means, see here. Noun, animal dung used for fertilizing land. Animal dung, ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳ ಸಗಣಿ, ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ರಸಗೊಬ್ಬರ, ಗೊಬ್ಬರವಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳ ಸಗಣಿಗೆ ಮನೂರ್, ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಮನೂರ್. ಸೊ we need to add manure, large quantities of manures and fertilizers. Fertilizers means ರಸಗೊಬ್ಬರಗಳು, because the soil is containing less amount of humus in it. So we need to add. ಫಲವತ್ತತೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರೋ ಕಾರಣ ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳ ಸಗಣಿ ಮತ್ತು ಈ ರಸಗೊಬ್ಬರಗಳನ್ನು ಹಾಕಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಂಥ ಮಣ್ಣಿಗೆ, ಲ್ಯಾಟರೈಟ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್, ದಿಸ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್. The soil is useful for growing tea, coffee, rubber, cashew nut. Tea we know, coffee we know, rubber. From which tree we make eraser, that is called rubber. And cashew nut, that is godambi. Cashew nut is godambi. And where we can find this kind of laterite soil in India? Let us see. Last kind it is laterite soil. Laterite soil. This is a color, and where it is, see some parts here, some part here, and Western Ghats, some parts of Western Ghats, and in Tamil Nadu state some parts, and in Odisha state some parts, and West Bengal state some parts, and in the Seven Sisters states some parts, Chhattisgarh some part, and here Andhra Pradesh, Telangana and Karnataka, here some part. Laterite soil can be found in these places. Laterite soil where heavy rainfall will occur, that is called laterite soil. Next point, manures and fertilizers are added to the soil to make it more fertile. Fertile means ಫಲವತ್ತತೆನ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಗೊಬ್ಬರಗಳನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ರಸಗೊಬ್ಬರಗಳನ್ನು ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ಸಮ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ದ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಲುಕ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಲಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಕೆಲವು ಭಾಗಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಮಣ್ಣನ್ನು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೋಡಿಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ವಿ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಲುಕ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಲಿ. Trees are cut and grass is pulled out, making the soil infertile. Fertile opposite word infertile. Trees are cut, grass is pulled. ಮರಗಳನ್ನು ಕಡಿತೀವಿ ಮತ್ತು ಹುಲ್ಲುಗಳನ್ನು ಮೇಯಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಇನ್ಫರ್ಟೈಲ್. ಮತ್ತು ಮಣ್ಣನ್ನು ಫಲವತ್ತತೆ ಇಲ್ಲದ ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ಫಲವತ್ತತೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. How trees and grass help in keeping the fertility of the soil? See, when you cut the trees, the roots of the trees will become dry. They lose their capacity to hold the soil. When they are alive, dead cells, the roots become dead cells. When you cut the trees, the roots are very important. Trees can't be stand on the terrace, on our home or house terrace. Trees needs soil. Those trees roots are very deep in the soil and very vast. Where trees are there soil erosion won't take place. When the heavy rain, whatever the rain it may fall, these trees hold that land very tightly. That is why in Western Ghats, Paschima Ghattagalali, so many trees are there. They are not cutting the trees because the land is gripped tightly by those trees roots. That is why worshipping the trees in Western Ghats, people worship trees. That will increases fertility of the land. And grass also, even small amount of grass, so small it is, grass is very small in size. Even though grass helps in holding the sand, land, soil, it doesn't allow the soil erosion. So we need to grow grass and trees. This is the importance. Next point, rainwater and strong winds also carry the soil away. See, rainwater, strong winds carry the soil away. ಈ ಮಳೆ ನೀರು ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಗಾಳಿ ಮಣ್ಣನ್ನು ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊತ್ತೊಯ್ತವೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಎರೋಷನ್. ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ಸವಕಳಿ. ಮಣ್ಣು ಸೌದು ಹೋಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಮೇಲಿನ ಮಣ್ಣು, ಮೇಲ್ಪದರದ ಮಣ್ಣು, ಭೂಮಿಯ ಮೇಲ್ಪದರದ ಮಣ್ಣು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್. ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಈಸ್ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. the uppermost layer of the earth is called soil. So if that soil, if we lose, then the fertility of the soil will we immediately lose. Then there won't be any crops. If we want to grow crops, we need this fertile soil, and in order to make our soil fertile, we need to grow trees and grass. We must take steps to stop soil erosion. Next points are the steps to stop soil erosion. See which are the steps. Here are the steps. We should control cutting down of trees. We must stop cutting the trees. We should plant more trees. Trees help to hold the soil together. This is particularly important along the hill slopes that have massive soil erosion, massive in large quantity. Massive soil erosion. Massive means adjective, large and heavy or solid is called massive. Massive soil erosion. ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ಸವಕಳಿ, ಅಪಾರ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ಸವಕಳಿ ಆಗುವುದನ್ನು ತಪ್ಪಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ we need to grow more plants. Along the hill slopes, it is very important. Hill slopes, along the hill slopes, we must not cut the trees. You might have read in the newspapers that some parts in the east western Ghats, in Karnataka region only, western Ghats, there the hills are, some parts of the hills are falling down. The soil is falling downside. These many years, the native people haven't seen the soil erosion or the falling of the soil, that much of amount of soil they never saw in their lifetime. Before 80 years, 100 years back, this hasn't happened. Now it is happened because their cutting of trees is taking place, where in western Ghats regions, because in order to make resorts, the government allows to make resorts. What the people do, the owner of the resorts, they will cut the trees and they may build natural huts like, but resorts, but they cut the trees. You can't give satisfaction or justification by cutting the trees. You won't by money or by planting plants. You can't justify the cutting of the trees. The trees are living there from hundreds of years ago. They are very old. We must not cut the trees. The value of trees can't be measured in the money. These people who have money wants to make resorts in those western Ghats, because at summer days many people, we people go to the western Ghats and we want to stay in the resorts. Those resorts, in order to give facility to us who we are moving towards the resorts, or western Ghats, who wants to live in the western Ghats, in particularly in resorts, they will give facility of water, of room facility, and traveling facility, and food facility. They will earn money. Those resorts owners earn money. In order to earning money, they immediately cut the trees. They are ready to give the fine or give the amount in money to the government to cut the trees. That is why this is very important. By cutting the trees for the sake of one family or one owner, one money holder, the whole village or the whole hills destroyed. We are losing the soil, fertile soil. We are losing in Western Ghats. Many of the people, uh, environmentalists or nature lovers, caretakers, they are opposing of these cutting trees because of the building of the resort. We need to stop cutting trees. If you can grow more trees, in this particular time I need to mention the name of Salumarada Timmakka. She has grown so many trees on the both sides of the road, like she treated them as her children. She don't have children, own children, so someone suggested treat the plants like your children. That thought ignited when this advice is given by the people living around. Timmakka took it seriously and she planted more and more trees. She used to travel kilometers of kilometers to water those plants. When she planted those plants, she not even planted those plants in her field. She planted those plants on the sides of the roads, and not for the sake of money. She never gets money by watering the plants, but she did. That is a selfless action, we can call it. Salumarada Timmakka. We need to remember this old person name. She dedicated her life for the sake of others. Now the roads on the other side, those roads are very cool and pleasant when we move on those roads where Salumarada Timmakka planted plants. Now they became very big trees. That is why our government is honoring Salumarada Timmakka. Selfless action. Hers is selfless action. Last point, embankments should be built around fields. Embankments. Vaddugalu, we can say in Kannada, Vaddugalu. We need to build embankments. Vaddugalu. ಒಡ್ಡು ಇಲ್ಲದ ಹೊಲ ಗೊಡ್ಡು ಎಮ್ಮೆ ಇದ್ದಂತೆ. Embankments should be there, or otherwise we will lose the fertile soil to the other fields. Our fertile soil will go to the other fields. Embankments must be there to our fields. These are the points. See, these are word power, orchard meaning, manure meaning. Let us recall. Soil is the uppermost layer of the earth's crust. It takes thousands of years for the formation of soil. India has many types of soils. Manures and fertilizers are added to make the soil more fertile. Cutting of trees and pulling out grass make the soil infertile. We must make efforts to preserve the soil by planting more trees. The question and answers, and take the right answers of this lesson I will send after this video. I hope you children understanding this class. Here ends the end of the chapter 9, soils of India. Children, take care of yourself, read the lesson and try to answer those exercise part of this lesson. I will send the answers. धन्यवाद.